Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the one. This is a very important segment that we do each and every week. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Rosenthal Report. On the line right now is Jeremy Rosenthal himself, the man with all the insight. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning.
Good morning. It's going to get all the way up to 80 up there today, huh?
Yeah, I got to tell you. It's 57 right now, so that'll give you an idea.
That's the man. I live in North Texas. I think it was 57 back in February. I remember it. Yeah, it happened. Yeah.
How warm will it get there today?
We've had a lot of rain. It's actually been a pretty cool year. We've only had 6 triple-digit days. Today's probably going to be mid-90s, I think. But it's with all the rain, it's gonna be muggy. It's gonna feel like we're in the Philippines here. Yeah.
I got to tell you, we this year had an August that was the hottest that I can remember. I mean, it just was. Normally, you get a 90-degree day, maybe 1 or 2 a year up here. We had several, and it was either in the upper 80s or low to mid 90s. That's very hot for here. But then, it gets near Labor Day and it cools right off. It'll be in the 60s, our highs this weekend. So if you're looking for natural air conditioning, just come up to New York. We can help you out.
No kidding. I could do that for like a week. I like give me the oven roasting laser beam sunfire hot over freezing cold wind. Sorry.
Yep. I'm with you. Believe me. I wonder why my family for years and years and decades decided to live here. You got to wonder. Well, it's the beautiful 3 seasons that we have, 4 seasons. It's just so beautiful. Topic number 1, U.S. Appeals Court rules most Trump tariffs are not legal. The president reminded us on Friday he is alive, and so are his tariffs. What do you think on this?
Right. So Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution gives the power to tax and the power to levy duties, which is a tariff, to Congress. It's Congress's power. They can delegate it if they want. The question is, have they delegated it? And to cut that open, you have to go into the IEEPA. That would be the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, which I'm sure you guys are up on. Yeah, no, maybe.
Yeah. I was reading it last night.
Right. Yeah. Just kind of just it's in my feed, right? That and all the tornado videos. That's just so. Yeah. And that's the question: is just how far does that provision go? And there's a pretty big split in the court about that. And it's going to be a tight one at the U.S. Supreme Court. It's going to go all the way up. Right now, it's looking like it's going to go about 6 weeks from now is when the stay is done, and so it gives the upper court enough time to sort of review it.
And I think the president did tease that it'll be the Supreme Court that will actually ultimately make the decision here, and he's confident that they will side with him. As he said, I think last week, I'm the president. I can do whatever I want. I'm not sure that's completely. I feel like when he says stuff like that, he's just playing with people. But he certainly has a lot of leeway as president currently of the United States.
Well, when you've got, look, he has got majorities in both houses right now, and you've got the public behind you. So you feel like you were elected to levy these tariffs, and that's how this goes. So somewhere between that and Article 1, Section 8 is the real answer, which we will have to tune in for in a minute.
Topic number 2, U.S. judge blocks government from deporting unaccompanied Guatemalan children. Once again, the court's stepping in here. Your thoughts? Does this... I find a lot of these decisions end up being overturned by another court, but what are your thoughts on this one?
This one, it's going to be kind of difficult here to see how this one changes. Because what happens is we get a lot of unaccompanied minors at the border, right? This could be parents who send their kids off This could be people who are runaways who are down there in really terrible situations. It could be people trying to reunify with family up here. We don't know. Each and every one of these is a different situation. In 2008, Congress addressed this and said, listen, if you're an unaccompanied minor, you show up here, you're going to get what's called a removal hearing, right? You're going to go into a hearing where we're going to talk about whether we're keeping you or not. But when you're there, you're going to get the full panoply of American rights because you're only a minor. We're not going to put you under ICE custody or control. We're going to put you under Health and Human Services. Maybe they're a little nicer. The administration or whoever, ICE, in the middle of the night over the weekend, took about 600 kiddos and was trying to ship them out. And a federal judge said, "Time out, time out, time out. What's going on here?" I don't know how they figured it out, but some of the lawyers saw court dates disappearing and all of these things. So Congress has really addressed this right on point. And if you made a deal with Guatemala, which is what the administration is saying, does that overcut the statute that provides for how we treat unaccompanied minors? And that's going to be a difficult argument, I think, for the administration to make.
Yeah. And I think they had said, well, we're reuniting them with their families and with their parents, but then Guatemalan officials say that's not the case. Ultimately, these are children, you're right. It's going to be, I think you're right. It's going to be, this is going to be a tough one to overturn. Topic 3, another interesting one. U.S. downgrading the charge against the man who threw a sandwich at a federal agent. I think part of the reason is the grand jury wasn't having it. What do you know about this one?
Right. So a little Sesame Street segment here, because let's talk about what a grand jury is and what they do. I find that not a lot. I find it to be very confusing for most folks. Right. So the government can't just charge you with a felony just because they want to charge you with a felony. Right. They can charge you with a misdemeanor, which is a lower charge just because they want to charge you with the misdemeanor. They can sign off on that. You have to take a felony to what's called a grand jury on the federal scale, and within the state of New York, you have to take it to a group. Now, it's a smaller. Well, I say smaller. The numbers are probably roughly the same, but it's only the prosecutor in the room. There's really no rules of evidence. You're not allowed to be there. Your lawyer's really not allowed to be there. You can ask permission to be there. It's a fast track. And it's a bit of a speed bump to an indictment, but it's still a safeguard and a check. And basically, guy threw a ham sandwich at a federal officer. They got real upset about that, as you might think they would. They wanted to hit him with the felony. And the grand jury said, yeah, no. We're not doing that, and that's probably a bit of a rebuke to the Justice Department. So they ended up just filing it as a misdemeanor because they have the power to do that without a grand jury. So that's sort of what happened here. But the grand jury is a very important. It doesn't sound like it's a safeguard, but it really is.
I do find the irony here, the humor here of the grand jury could indict a ham sandwich. Turns out maybe not, after all.
Well, look, but we don't know. We don't know if this was a ham sandwich or a tuna sandwich or pepperoni. So we're guessing. Look, we're guessing.
Yes. Although the memes seem to have figured it all out. They're all over the internet. All right, interesting stuff. As always, we appreciate your insight, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Jeremy Rosenthal and the Rosenthal Report. Jeremy, thank you so much. Have a great week.
You too.
All right. Jeremy Rosenthal, who is an attorney through Fox News. He is the man in the state of Texas.